They smiled in my face, but they plotted on the low. Turn my pain into power, that's the Holy Ghost. Fake hugs, snake eyes, I could see the disguise. I survived every strike, I was built to rise. They tried to break me down, but I sharpened my blade.
What's up with it? Live Pack on deck. Chief Louis back the guy. You know how I do it. We just pop up, we pop out. Man, we run into real ones. We holler at real ones. So I'm here to let a real one holler at you right now. Let them know who you is, what you got going on, bro.
I'm IkeWilliams. I'm a former football player. I got my own sports athletic fitness brand. Also train celebrities and high-profile athletes. Pop Warner kids and high school kids. You know what I'm saying? That's basically on the road to doing the things that I was doing, playing football, be interested in getting your body together, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Come holler at me, come get right, man. Welcome to Prevalence.
Where they can find you at, bro?
Man, you can find me on YouTube. Not YouTube. I'm on YouTube. Excuse me. I'm sorry, but my Instagram is IkeWilliams _ the CEO 4.
So let me ask you this, man. Where you are in life, you got a lot of things going on. You got a lot of good things going for yourself. If you could go back 10 years from now and you run into yourself, a younger you 10 years ago, what advice would you give them? One good thing. What advice would you can only say give yourself one good thing. What would you tell yourself, bro?
Man, 10 years ago, that wouldn't be really long enough, man. You know what I'm saying? But,
He said that ain't long enough.
Honestly, it still applies, though. You know what I'm saying? So I would probably say, like, you know what I'm saying? I think my grandmother told me something before, like, you know what I'm saying? It was a quote that she kind of told me. She was like, in the end, everything will be okay. And if it ain't okay, then it's not the end. Mm-hmm. Whatever you do, don't quit. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuck with me. And then I remember Nip said some stuff like, you know, on the road to whatever it is that he was doing, like if you're trying to pursue something, whatever it is that you're trying to pursue, like, you know what I'm saying, it's going to come with experiencing every emotion, you know what I'm saying? You're going to go through every emotion. You're going to be sad, you're going to cry, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done been there before, like, you know what I'm saying? I done been depression, being stressed, like, you know. I done, you know, not that there's nothing to play with, and, you know, please don't take it as, like, you know, there's anything to play with, nothing like that, but, you know, I've been to the, you know what I'm saying, on the edge to where, like, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't say flirting with like suicide or anything like that, because that's nothing to play with at all. You know, I'm serious with that.
Yeah.
But I've been there, like, you know, to the point to where I'm feeling like I don't got nothing to lose. Like, you know what I'm saying? Life is over. My friends is dying. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the homies is dying in the hood. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Things that come with that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You chasing dreams and things ain't happening. You know, you feel like giving up. You feel like life is over. So I just would say probably like, man, just stay resilient, man. Stay positioned and don't quit. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this: What's your ambition? What's your drive? What makes you wake up in the morning and keep the routine that you have? Because I know from experience that every individual who is accomplishing something, they have some type of routine, whether it's psychological, physical, mental, or all.
I mean,
spiritual too. I know that.
I mean, spiritual is big. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really one that's. I wouldn't say that I'm too religious, you know what I'm saying, at all. But I do definitely believe in a higher power, you know what I'm saying? I believe in Allah, I believe in God, you know what I'm saying? You know, whatever you may call him, you know, so that's definitely like something that you have to apply to whatever it is that you're doing. You know, discipline is definitely a big thing, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's just, man, it's like, again, it's just staying persistent, man. Me, and most importantly, like, since I've been a man of age, like, you know, I've just recently released from being incarcerated. You know, I was in prison for 5 years.
Okay.
And I would just say the biggest thing, man, is I feel now today that matters to me is just being here for my son.
Yeah.
Just not even just, a lot of people just think that, not even just being here though, but being here, being active, and being able to support, like fully support, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what my baby mama is able to do. I don't care what my family is able to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to put that weight on my shoulders as a man, like, you know what I'm saying? To be able to, you know what I'm saying, to provide, like, you know, in every aspect, like, you know, whether he need me to pick him up off the ground, whether he need me to, you know what I'm saying, whether he wants some money for roadblocks, you know what I'm saying, whether whatever it is that he needs, man, I don't want to miss. You know
he
what I'm
just
saying?
hit my son, my youngest son just hit me up. Man, you got $5 for roadblocks?
Yeah, so I think it's very important, like, you know, with me, man, my drive, man, my ambition, everything comes from my son. Like, a lot of times, like, you know, people like, you got to do it for yourself first. You know, if you can't do it for you, then you can't do it for nobody else. But I've always been the other way around, like, you know what I'm saying?
Do it for them first, yeah.
I just feel like for me, man, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm from South Central, like, you know, I'm from the east side of South Central. We grew up, man, like, you know what I'm saying, with a whole lot of nothing to lose, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, me personally, I don't give a damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if it was just me out here, like, you know, I'll be out here to the neck with it, you know what I'm saying? But because I do have my son and because I do care so much about my future and things like that, care more about my son's future. That I want to be here, I want to be present, you know what I'm saying? I want to be active, you know what I'm saying? That's why I work out every day. Like, I haven't been working out as much lately because I've been focused on the business. You know what I'm saying? Again, you know,
let's talk about the business. What's up with the business? What type of business you got?
Because that clothing line fly, bro. I think I need me like 3 or 4 of them.
It's the brand right here, man. IkeWilliamsAthletics.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying. Like I said, you know, I'm a former football player. That's an I in the 4 right there, not a 14, an I in the 4 with the signature. I was recently, no disrespect to nobody, to no brands, nobody. So like, I want to be very precise about the things that I say. I don't want this to be taken the wrong way or out of context or anything like that. But
all right, so we back. Now pack on deck. So you was explaining, you know,
like business. I said, I'm a former athlete. You know what I'm saying? I played football. I went to prestigious Baylor University. You know what I'm saying? When we was hot, like the Baylor University, where Brittany Griner was there, RG3, Josh Gordon, Terrence Williams, you know, Corey Coleman, KD Cannon, you know, Antoine Goodley, Ahmad Dixon. You know what I'm saying? All the guys, man. We was there like when Baylor was NFL. You know what I'm saying? I say that to say like, you know, I had a wave, like, you know, I'm from South Central LA, came home, you know what I'm saying, getting with the entertainers and all that type of stuff, you know, ran into my boy Nip get up on me like, bro, you need to do some branding, like, you know what I'm saying, you already, like, I see you training and doing this and that, like, you know what I'm saying, all you gotta do is make a logo, do this, do that, you know what I'm saying, and then you a brand yourself, you know what I'm saying, he like, instead of training regular people, train athletes, I mean, celebrities and athletes, you can start off with me, like, I'll pay you $150, $200, something like that, we'll figure it out, you know what I'm saying, that way you can, you know what I'm saying, put a bigger price tag on it, I'm like, all right, bet, let's do it, so, you know what I'm saying, Nip give me, like, you know what I'm saying, more some of the business game or the aspect, but I ain't never really had no father, no brother, anything like that to show me the business. You know, they showed me streets, like, you know, the streets and how to survive and things like that, but not how to, you know, do trademarks and LLCs and, you know, all the stuff that really matter, you know what I'm saying, in business. So I just did what bro told me to do, you know what I'm saying. I got with George Peniche, which is his digital creator, you know what I'm saying. You know, paid him, you know, a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying, got a logo, you know what I'm saying, started training some kids, you know what I'm saying, made a couple flyers and you know, started doing my thing. Before you know it, I'm booming, you know, I'm getting 2,000-3,000 followers on Instagram, 2,000 likes on Instagram. You know, I created a little bit of motion for myself, and unfortunately, like I said, no disrespect to the bigger brands out there who doing their thing, like, you know what I'm saying, shout out to them, you know. But I ended up getting sued by a $16 billion company by the name of Under Armour. And they sued me for trademark infringement. Unfortunately, like, for my name, my name is Ike. My real name is Isaac Williams. I go by Ike Williams. But they sued me for my nickname was I Will. Just like some of the guys I named, like, you know, I'm gonna take you back just a little bit just to give you an idea, like, what I got sued for, but how I went about doing the things that I did. You know, when I was at Baylor University, like, you know what I'm saying, all of us young athletes, you know, everybody getting on social media, you know what I'm saying. Say, for example, I'm gonna use my boy T Will, Terrence Williams, for example. His social media was T Will 2. You know, he wore number 2. His name Terrence Williams, T Will, RG3. RG3 was his Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So, Kendall Wright. We call him K Dub. So his Instagram was K_Dub 1. You know what I'm saying? Josh Gordon, J_Flash 10. You know, we call him Flash. Me, my name is Ike Williams. I go I_Will 4. That's me. I've been by I Will my whole entire. You can't even spell my government name without even using that. You know what I'm saying? And me, you fast forward, like, you know what I'm saying, a couple more years down the line, you know, football is over, you know, acting modeling kind of coming to an end. Now we transition into branding. You know, we figuring it out now. You know what I'm saying? So we start to, you know, try to, you know, bring some business savvy to ourselves, you know what I'm saying? I'll try to just hit people up on Instagram and things like that. As I said, you know, we come with the flyers, you know what I'm saying, start to up the business and things like that. I guess I catch wind of some bigger names, you know what I'm saying, by what I'm doing, and they get up on me, you know what I'm saying?
That's how it be, bro.
No.
That's how it really is.
Excuse me, no. They wouldn't get up on me. What happened was, I myself reached out to them, because I seen Nike doing some things with some of the younger inner city guys, you know what I'm saying?
You reached out on some business
shit. So, and then I had Adidas was fucking with was messing with some of my guys that was former athletes that played, like, you know, at Dorsey High School, Framp. He got a thing, he was doing Framp camp, training a lot of kids, things like that. My cousin Mike Evans, he played at Compton High, went to Louisville. He got this whole thing called Lacebacks Academy with all the kids and things like that. So Adidas got behind them, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing the wave. I'm like, man, Why not go to another big brand? There's only three-headed monsters in the sports manufacturing. That's Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour.
Right.
Nike got somebody, my boy that went to Houston. Adidas was messing with my two partners out here. Let me go get up on Under Armour. That's the next best thing.
Yeah.
When I tap in with them, they get back on me immediately, like through email, like, hey, like we ain't trying to hear none of that. Like, you know, we don't want to collab. We don't want to do nothing with you. We don't care if you could get, you know, tap into the industry. We ain't messing with you. This our shit. We trademark this, whatever. Ain't even had to shut it down. Me, I'm thinking like, man, I ain't stole nothing from y'all. I don't know what you talking about. This is my name. What are you talking about? Trademark infringement. I've been using this name my whole life. Like, what are y'all talking about? I'm just trying to, you know, I'm just trying to eat. You know what I'm saying? In the sports.
So they sent the lawyers.
So look, they knock on one day they knock on my door. They serve me some papers. I get a nice thick sheet of papers. I look through there, they got the Instagram screenshots like as you would on a criminal case.
For real?
Like as you would on a criminal case. You know what I'm saying? They got the Instagram screenshots.
The Instagram screenshots.
They got the pictures
in the case shit?
Yeah, like
That's
like,
what I said, cuz nigga gotta
yeah.
watch what niggas say on this fucking internet,
Yeah,
cuz
so-
niggas be thinking like that shit like nigga boy.
Yeah, so I ain't doing nothing though. All I'm doing is just posting my merchandise,
Right,
you know, tagging the I will.
If you ain't doing nothing, you
yeah,
good. But
hashtagging the
niggas
I
that's
will,
doing
but,
something,
you know, again,
stay off that motherfucking internet. If you know you doing something, just delete your account, bro.
So you know, they get to the point to where like, you know, they making it a big deal. I'm not really truly understanding where they coming from a business, I guess like a business criminal perspective in terms of like, you know, this is they thing, they didn't trademark this and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, when it's all said and done, I get up on my bros. You know, I got a bunch of my close friends playing in the NFL at the time, things like that. I get up on my best friend RG3. He linked me up with his lawyer because he had a shoe deal with Adidas, all that type of stuff. Linked me up with this. Before you know it, like I said, they make it a big deal. They get up on me, they breathe on me and things like that. They express that they don't want to do no collaborations. I'm reaching out to them like, hey man, I'm a guy from the inner city, like, you know what I'm saying? Adidas doing their thing, Nike doing their thing, like, you know, you guys can use me really as a pawn. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I see myself, unfortunately, at the time. As a pawn, you know what I'm saying? You're all the big guys, you know what I'm saying? You can put me in here, let me throw some camps. You can put Under Armour on there with my name on there, like the I will shit. You know what I'm saying? We can go crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? I can hit up some of these schools around South Central that y'all ain't really like nowhere around. You know?
Right.
So I look at it like that from that perspective. So they get up on me, you know what I'm saying? We kind of like went back and forth through emails. I'm looking at it from the street perspective, like, hey, I'm not finna let y'all take nothing from me. I went to go put my own money into this, like, you know what I'm saying? I started this from the ground up, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really much, this is in the very beginning. All I'm getting right now at this time is likes and people on Instagram telling me, like, you know, they messing with me.
That's crazy.
But they seen it as so much more, you know what I'm saying? So when it was all said and done,
you're a threat.
Yeah, so exactly.
Threat, yeah.
So when it was all said and done, man, you know, I had to either cease and desist, or I was gonna need $250,000 to fight the case, $75,000 for a lawyer, or in $125,000 to, you know, go through court fees and things like that. By the time it's all said and done.
So they got
Let me say something real quick.
They got something with I will on it or something?
Yeah, see what it was?
Who's I will? That nigga that was 6'9".
I will.
No, see.
Oh, I think talking about why would that be 6'9" and them
See, the
niggas.
I will, they had like a campaign where, like, you know, what I like, you know, this took for me to go like a bunch of just learning a lot about business.
Right.
Under Armour being this big old company like Nike and Adidas, they have slogans, they have things, but they so big that they have to trademark certain things. Like Nike, their slogan is just do it.
Yeah.
Adidas had like 3 stripes. Under Armour had the I will slogan going for a while. You know what I'm saying?
And then that's when I look at you like a neat. Let me take that back. I look at you like a Adidas, like brand.
Yeah, because that's what
Nike.
it is. It's not
something about you. It's not
Yeah.
all sports, nigga. When I see you, that's what I'm saying. Like, nigga,
when I first
shout out Nike, man. Give my nigga a deal.
No.
Shout out Nike.
Hold on. See, look, that's what we're on. I
That's
don't want no
the shit.
deal from Nike, no Adidas, no nobody.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
that let you know you bigger than
You have to
them.
understand is this.
But they came at him
You
like
have to
that.
understand is this. When I got sued, bro, it let me know that I mean, the average person will say that they see me as a threat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even like to use certain terminology when speaking about this because it wasn't that. They did what they were supposed to do. They saw somebody who technically in the business world was you know breathing like, you know, utilizing, he breathing on that shit. Yeah. Just like in our world we come from, we ain't nobody taking them from us. Right. So what they did was, man, they opened up my eyes. They let me know how big of a beast that I truly was. You know what I'm saying?
So can we get a sneak peek of what you got? So man, you got a cold history, like man, I've been knowing you a minute, bro. You feel me? I see you, my little brothers, man.
You know,
we brothers, bro.
You
feel me? Fact. So tell them about your little, your history.
So this is what it is, man. Like a little earlier, man, like you said, like, you know, a lot of people would think like I'm seeking a deal from Nike or I'm seeking like some type of exposure from one of the bigger brands.
You're gonna get it though, bro.
No. See, that's the thing. Look, see, I'm not seeking none of that. You know, what I see myself as them. I want to be at the round table with the type of guys. You know what I'm saying? So those are my peers. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Plank is the owner of Under Armour. Right. Phil Knight is the owner of Nike. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who the owner of Adidas is as of right now, but at the end of the day, like those are the guys who I see myself as. When I was playing football, you know, you see yourself as you idolize the greats. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And then once you get to the point to where you learn your work in, you know what I'm saying? No matter where you at in the game, like even though if you down here, you still see yourself as one of the greats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm straight on.
It's because you get a confidence about yourself.
So no, it's not even that. I've always had the confidence. It's just like with me, like I said, I'm a celebrity personal fitness trainer, and I have a sports athletic fitness brand. So my thing is, I want to accommodate my consumers, you know, meaning the customers, the same way at Nike, Adidas, Under Armour. They also have other dope brands that's in the sports field, like Battle, Phenom, you know what I'm saying, and things like that, where they accommodating the younger kids, Pop Warner. You know, high school kids, things like that. Yeah. So also, like, you know, like I said.
So you into the you are that's the same thing.
It's sports manufacturing. So what I'm gonna do is this: if you got a kid, he play football. You wanna, you know, he need gloves, cleats. You know what I'm saying? Cleats, gloves, wristbands, visors, towels. Any of the football accessories, anything like that. You know, the Under Armours, the dry fit. Excuse me. Anything like that, man, you can come to me. I'm gonna get it right. You know what I'm saying? Like IkeWilliamsAthletics is the name of the brand. The reason why it's named after me because I've been sued for my name my whole life. They try to make me feel like I couldn't be me because I grew up in South Central in the gang banging culture and things like that. They try to get you to shake that as you grow further, which you do need to shake. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it'll forever be, you know, a part of who we are. You know what I'm saying?
It's part of your roots. It's
me personally. You know, like also another way is I'm gonna accommodate you. If you in the gym, you know, if y'all in the gym working out, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, I got dry fits for y'all, long sleeve, short sleeve, you know what I'm saying? Loose, tight, you know, the whole nine. I'll be able to.
You got some on hand, right?
I don't have any of the dry fits right now because you know what I'm saying. No, basically like you know, the way that these brands are grown are through us. You know what I'm saying? We put the brands on our backs, you know, our culture, things like that, you know, and we build in and tear the brands down. You know what I'm saying? No matter what way you look at it, so. You know, all I'm asking for is just an opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Over the past few years, I remember when I was in prison, there was a lot of things going on with manufacturing overseas, like, you know, with a lot of the bigger brands like Louis Vuitton, Gucci. They like, it's this big old thing where, like, you know, you paying all this money for getting the exact same thing. You know, they make it in these same exact places, and it's you know, it's sad, but it's the truth, you know what I'm saying? The only difference is that our respect of it is, you know, a brand is a brand, and when you built it, like, you know what I'm saying, you deserve to, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, you pay what you owe, you know what I'm saying, what you feel like you're worth, you know what I'm saying? I don't knock that part of it, what I'm just saying is, when you pick up my merchandise, it comes from the exact same manufacturers, you know, it's no different. They overseas in China, Pakistan, you know, all these different places that they come from, a lot of, you know, sweatsuits and, you know, t-shirts, you know, we starting to build things up right here in LA, downtown LA, and a lot of these different places got a lot of factories and things like that where we building things up here as well. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna have the right quality, you know what I'm saying, the right type of merchandise. All I need is an opportunity, you know what I'm saying? So y'all can either build me down or y'all can build me up or break me down. You know, it's on y'all, you know what I'm saying? Right. I'm gonna make sure that I deliver and do the things that I'm supposed to do in terms of, you know, bringing a new type of culture to sports athletics and sports manufacturing, you know what I'm saying? The same way Deshaun Jackson and Michael Vick, you know, and you know, Deion Sanders is done with black coaching, you know what I'm saying, bringing that culture, that black culture to college, you know what I'm saying. Football, I think it's been great, you know, so, you know, the same, you know, right now, you know, you look at, if you around the table with the big sports guys, I know young, you know, black men like myself, you know, that's been through anything, that's, you know, that kind of experienced as much, you know what I'm saying, that's sitting at the table with them guys, you know what I'm saying, so I feel like I owe that, I feel like I deserve that, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I've been through enough, I've worked for it, I've been through enough, you know what I'm saying, I'm ready to finally walk into greatness, you know what I'm saying, so, you know, football probably doesn't necessarily my calling. It's fun because sometimes things don't work out for bigger things to arrive, you know? I got a son on the way, I got a bunch of nephews, you know what I'm saying? I can teach them, show them the way, teach them things I ain't had nobody tell me. When I was a senior in high school and JUCO coming out, my brother was in prison, my father was in prison, father figures in jail. The homies didn't really know nothing about no recruiting, you know what I'm saying? None of my friends, none of my older uncles, you know, they knew very minimum about it. So, you know, I know enough to where I could teach the youth, give back, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Philanthropist.
I got a book on the way too, man. You know what I'm saying? Ike Williams, No Pressure, No Diamonds, and be out, man, 2026, man. We finished up. We just, you know what I'm saying, working on the rollout right now, man.
Is that more like a biography? So, alright, so tell me a little bit about the book, bro.
Oh yeah, I got a book, man, that I was working on when I was in prison called, it's an autobiography about my life, about myself, you know what I'm saying, called Ike Williams, No Pressure, No Diamonds. As you know.
No Pressure, No Diamonds. You know, I'm Diamond Pressure Pros. And that's when you said you brought it in jail, you know what, I feel like that's where a lot of people who are destined to do a lot of things, if they don't gain self-control over who they are and understand and realize that they got a purpose in life, I think that's the way to Allah chastens. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I came up with the name of my company, Diamond Pressure Pros. I drew it, sitting that bitch, nigga. So go ahead, man. It just.
Yeah, I just heard the name of my book that, man, when we was in college, man. I was one of the, you know what I'm saying, you know, I was trained by one of the best in the game, man. Strength and conditioning coaches, you know what I'm saying. I say Coach Kaz Kazadi, one of the best in the game because he specialized in, you know, the mental, you know what I'm saying. Nothing about the mental, you know what I'm saying. So, and one of the things that we was big on was like no pressure, no diamonds. My whole life has been full of pressure. You know what I'm saying? Mom's already at 13 years old, 12 years old. My grandmother, my older sister raised me, you know what I'm saying? Father in and out of prison, you know, stepfathers, you know what I'm saying? I lost a host of, you know, role models in terms of, you know, older cousins, you know what I'm saying? Some of best diamonds come from the most pressure. Most amount of pressure. The more pressure,
the better the diamond is.
You know what I'm saying?
The more you just go fling.
That's why I decided to, you know, name my book that. So in the end, you know, that's gonna be real big. You know, you can find me at on Instagram right now at IkeWMS4_ the CEO. Again at IkeWMS_4_ the CEO. And man, we got like a documentary working on, you know what I'm saying, a lot of things that we're working on, you know what I'm saying.
You got a website?
No, I ain't got all that. Like I said, man, I'm
you got the Instagram.
No help, man. Everything is to the neck, you know what I'm saying. Taking care of my son, I'm trying to do everything, you know what I'm saying, the right way, the hard way, as long, you know what I'm saying. I didn't.
Man, you bulldoze in your own lane, bro. That's all it is, and that's what's up. I love to hear shit like that, bro. You took a lot of the negative and turned it into positives. That's called that's spiritual alchemy. And a lot of people don't know how to do that. They don't learn how to do it until they go through it. Bro, I appreciate you. I remember when you said something, because I remember when I first met you at No Jumper. And you came in, your ass was turned on. Like, this motherfucker work out every motherfucking day. You work out every day, though? I used to, bro.
I ain't really been buffing like that lately, man, because like I said, you know, I've been working on my whole life, man. I don't do it for the women. I don't do it.
Yeah, I did it before me, Cause I was a bodyguard. So I was a bodyguard for 20 years old.
So for me, man, it's more so like, you know, I do that because now, I haven't been doing it because I've been focused on
same
business aspect of things, you know what I'm saying? I could build a body in, you know, 4 to 8 weeks, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm going to get in, I'm going to train with you because I feel like I need a trainer, bro, because I've been out for 5 years. I ain't been in the gym for real, bro, about 5 years.
Come get with me, man.
I still do push-ups and shit like that.
It's good. Come get with me.
Hey, look, Diamond Pressure Pros. Y'all know where to find us at. Diamond _pressure Pro.
It's fuck. I gotta catch my own cater. Yeah. You too. Diamond Pressure Pros, nigga. Listen. Cut from a different cloth. Double portion is mine. Every move that I make, precision divine. Straight out the muddy Mississippi. Gangsta disciple. Trials and tribulation diamonds. All praise to Allah. My presence alone, a blessing, my nigga. Trap gospel through the speakers. Turn the trap to TED Talk. Free game for the people. Gangsta with manners. G-code in my grammar. Eat the beef on a platter.
I ain't touching my city unless I got 100p. Why you tryna talk like I won't pull up with this? I ain't touching my city unless I got 100p. Why you tryna talk like I won't pull up with this? I ain't touching my city unless I got 100P. Why you tryna talk like I won't pull up with this? I ain't touching my city unless I got 100P. Why you tryna talk like I won't pull up with this?